Which one of these items should not have been in the water very recently?
It's funny that everything just feels sort of like a calm, so calm before the storm. Even the weather, everything's very calming at the moment.
Take this.
Be careful.
It's gone.
Season 2, Australia.
At the next traffic lights, turn right.
So we've got all our jobs done and we're coming back through Port Kembla, which is where we picked Iceberg up. So we thought we'd hit the odometer and see how many Ks we do around Australia. So when you're ready, Louie, hit the reset.
Reset values.
Scroll down one. Yes. Perfect.
Oh my gosh.
Here we go.
We'll see by the end of Australia how many Ks we actually did here. Icy will have to have a service, of course.
How many do you reckon we're going to do? Put down in the comments how many Ks you think we'll be doing around Australia.
Bear in mind we only do about every 3 days, about 2 hours driving.
We travel pretty slow. But put down in the comments of what you think for the next 12 months, how many Ks. Bearing in mind we did 21,000 around New Zealand in a year.
I liked it how somebody else said that with their travels what they did was it was 222 type of thing. They would travel for 2 hours, they'd arrive at 2 o'clock, and what was the other, I don't recall what the other
Stay
thing
for
was.
2 days.
I'll stay for 2 days, yes.
222.
Yeah, that was good.
Slow. Slowly. Keep going. Just double check.
Guess I'm under there now.
Yep. Slow.
Go past the street, then turn left onto Charles Avenue.
Yep, you're fine. Yep.
You going to jump in?
Yep. Perfect.
Oh, look at that beach.
It's the boat ramp we're going to down there.
Wow. Stupid drone has decided to go so high up. It's only the Lily, it's not a proper drone. And it's gone way, way, way. It just keeps going up high in the sky. It's not supposed to do that, it's supposed to follow you. How is it doing it? And we've been blinded by the sun. It's gone behind the clouds and the sun, but it keeps going up higher. Neither one of us are swimmers and we don't know what's actually in that water or how deep it is.
Waiting for it to run out of power so it will come down. It's not too far away.
No.
Over here. Oh yeah, take this.
Be careful. Can you see it?
It's gone.
Straight down?
I think so, but I can't get it.
You've been very brave.
Bugger. It would be ruined, wouldn't it?
There's no point going out there trying to see something you can't see and getting it is winter, as we were just saying. It was out further than that.
If we had our goggles on.
Well, yes, but would it be working still?
Yeah, but I don't want to leave it in the ocean. Operation Drone Recovery. Let's go.
that white feather you were talking about.
Yeah. Line it up and hopefully give it one go. Oh my god, you got it on the first go!
Yeah.
Good job.
Look at the crows. That's a wee way down.
Yeah, I was too scared to go before.
Yeah, that was far too far for you to go down before.
Thank you very much. It was a really good job.
And there's the crows again. Thank you, crows, for coming back and being in the photo. That's what I wanted. I love crows.
It doesn't matter if it gets wet.
Got stony there.
Alright. Neo's part of the family and I didn't want him left out there all by himself in the ocean. Poor little thing. Now we need a bag of rice.
She ended up being reasonably deep. That's why Kelly couldn't see her, and she was just sinking down into the sand a little bit. She was like a spaceship. She was just sort of down like that on an angle, so it was easy to just grip her there. Got a whole lot of water in my ear from it because when we went diving one time I did something to my ear. That's when we were in Australia, actually, Great Barrier Reef. That was a lot of fun. It was also not so much fun because that's when Kelly hit her head and when she doesn't like diving. We're not swimmers, never will claim to be swimmers, but we do like a cold dip and a little bit of fun staying by close to shore. Probably a little bit deeper than what we normally would do, but that's all right.
Naughty little Neo this morning. Maybe we hadn't done an update or something, but we put it on Droney. We're having a lovely morning. Beautiful setting here. It was just so calm, and I might be able to show you the footage. Who knows? But naughty Neo decided that coming back was not an option today, and she just got further and further and further and further away, and we just had to wait for her power to run out. And then I was gutted. I wasn't quick enough to get out there and be ready for her, but it was a bit deep. I would have had to be treading water.
Oh, it was too deep for you doing that when you're not used to getting in.
I actually thought she would float, but she didn't.
No, she did not. And we hopefully got a good shot of the crows because I love seeing them all together. A whole lot of them. It's like they're always in horror movies like that. Why not be in a beautiful...
This was a horror movie.
Well, that was, but the crows weren't. They were around there saving us. I haven't seen any black feathers. I bet you can't take or touch the black feathers either. Like the kiwi feather.
I wonder if we got any underwater footage from Neo. Right, back for lunch.
Ah, right. As she went down.
Descended.
Got her back now, so now you can catch her breath and stop worrying about her.
Well, I was just worried about her being in the ocean all alone.
I know. You can tell how well I'm looked after, can't you?
Part of the family. Got her back now. I'll just try and dry her out. We're going to go up and have a look at the whale lookout, Minnamurra whale lookout point. And I said to Louie, should we risk another drone today?
She said, no.
You were going to ask everyone about those bins.
I just did notice that the bins here, compared to our ones at home, have a circle in them, and I guess, is that for snakes? For example, if one accidentally got in there on the top, then it means that it can get back out again without anybody opening the lid up and getting a snake jump out at them. don't know. It's just a question.
Locked up. Alright, let's go and have a look at this lookout. We noticed that there was people up and down this hill like the last day or well since we've been here. And I said to someone, oh, what's up there? Because there's so many people up there. Oh, they didn't know. So I looked it up. Minnamurra whale lookout. And we're right in the season that we can see them. Look what Louise just spotted. So you just don't know what's around the corner, do you?
I was going to bring my bag, but no one's going to be wanting that charcoal.
Oh, there's a 10 centre too.
And our resident pelican is still over there.
Pelican's over there, and we've got a bin hen over here.
Oh, we have two. We're getting to know them. Oh, rainbow parakeet is what those little colourful ones are, because they tend to
Did you learn
come in
that?
groups.
Did you learn that from the comment section?
Yes, Shah had said on there.
Oh, look, here's a coastal walk to the blowhole as well. Gosh, we can do everything from here. So, talking about those 10 centres, my friend at Warragamba, he was telling me about them. He goes, oh, there's a 10 centre. And so, yesterday when I was sat in the van just by that bin, you could see the bin by the door, a lady came along and she got out all the cans. Like, she was really going for it. And she must have got like at least 40, 50 cans out of there. And I was a bit annoyed actually. I thought, oh bugger, I should have gotten there first. But that's money, because I think you can take them to a machine and put them in. We're going to have to try it. So I saw a man, he had his drink and he put it in the bin, so I went and got it out the bin. But I mean, if that was money on the ground, you wouldn't walk past it, would it? Would you? So, oh, this is lovely.
So the tide all comes up there, doesn't it, actually? And that's quite interesting that they'd be in the water like that. So everybody's walking along there as well. Because they have oysters here, and they're quite large oysters. That's why there's so many birds there for that, as well as the fishing. But earlier, with the little baby drone going in the water, I don't know if you could see it, but there were fish about that big. They almost reminded me of those parrot fish. I'm not a specialist when it comes to fish, but
Left or right? Today's
do the hardest.
decision.
Strengthen up the legs a bit
Okay,
more.
right it is. Let's go.
A black cloud up there, so I'm going to go back to the van, finish off doing some editing. I'm going to get some practice in on Instagram. People saying, oh, you on Insta? Are you on Insta? We are, but I haven't been using it, so focusing on that. Look at this view.
We haven't seen any whales today. We met a couple and they had some binoculars. We thought, oh, we should have bought the binoculars, so we'll do that next time. Got the camera, got this camera, that camera. 4 cameras with us, but didn't think to bring the binoculars. Tomorrow, 2 people have told us about the Boneyard, so I think we need to go and have a look there.
That should be interesting. So we'll get up a little bit earlier because we'll have time to be doing these episodes for ourselves and for you. So we'll get on to that.
Somebody else is risking their drone today.
Well, I don't have too much more energy really left but to use our aged cheese, as you can see there. The bread that we really don't like, it's too dry. It's not the same as at home. And Kelly's got something a bit different there. She's got the banana and cinnamon, and there's actually a little bit of miso underneath the tomato and cottage cheese underneath those eggs. They were good stretches for my knee. I've done something to my knee. Kelly thought it might have been my crouching, what do you call them?
Crouching tiger. This is her when we have all the comments on the videos, in the morning Louie does her stretches and then she answers the comments like this. So she sat there for a very long time doing the comments. And I thought maybe she's pulled something in her knee.
Yes, I think so. Or gotten quite tight in the very front of my thigh. It's feeling a lot better after that unusual type of stretching for the knee. It's good. Jalapenos and mint in there with that lamb today, with blue vein cheese as well and tomato. Kelly's started already on her one.
And I've got a quick bin update for you. We've been wondering why there's holes in the bin, and we just met the bin man. He said, it's so I can see whether they're full or not. Pretty obvious when you think about it. We thought, oh, there'll be snakes or, you know, to let things in and out. No, just to see if he could see in it. Yeah, so there you go. That's what the holes in the bins are for.
How's Kelly's eyes looking, everybody? Are her eyes looking like she's been on that computer way too much? She got a headache that she woke up with this morning. Too much screen time, which is not TV time. Not saying any more.
Icy wants us to get going. She's been beeping at us. For some reason, she seems to know exactly when we need to get moving, and she will ding, 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 which means I need to get moving because my battery's getting a bit low. And we have so many things drawing off the battery, and we've just added the GPS onto it as well. Just going to nip up to the supermarket, get some things, and then we're going to check out the coastline down from where we are, Minnamurra to Kiama. Might do it on the way back. Not sure yet, but a couple of people have told us about Boneyard. That sounds really exciting. You can snorkel down there. So beautiful day. We'll go and see what we can find and show you.
Turn left onto Charles Avenue.
GPS wants us to get going. All right.
Turn left onto Charles Avenue.
We're going to get going now. Oh my God.
What was it with somebody telling us yesterday that, oh, be careful in there because they have been known to have sharks in there? And what else was in there? Jellyfish or something?
They were saying that sometimes rogue waves come over and the odd whale or shark had been known to be... Oh, that one looks nicer.
Yeah. That wind is typical sort of Kiwi type of wind, cold, icy cold feeling. It's bitter.
There's a lighthouse down there. I think the blowhole's walk is up this hill. Shall we go and have a look?
Okay.
Unfortunately, we haven't got the right time of day. We seem to manage to pick blowholes at the complete opposite time. So we're here at low tide. High tide was 7 a.m. or 7 p.m. But thought we'd still come and have a look. Can't really see anything.
Ooh.
No whales today.
There wasn't yesterday either. Maybe it's a bit cold for them.
You can imagine how spectacular that would look at high tide. That was a low tide. Boof. It was quite a rumble, wasn't it?
Oh, so it was, gives you that slight feel of a bit of urgency, a bit of horror, really. Almost that sort of memory of when we had our earthquakes, and our very first earthquake in Christchurch, actually, and that was early hours of the morning, and that had that sort of noise.
That must be where it's going into the hole. We were getting hungry, so we've mixed up some beans and chicken, and I've got this terrible habit. I like to have the wooden handles all dry before I put them away in the drawer. So I had them, I thought Louis had finished, and I had them set up here because when this is hot I try and dry the handles, and then I didn't realise it was still going. So we just about set light to a few of these, which then in turn meant fire, fire. We grabbed them, threw them out, Louis went this way, I went that way, and we've both burnt ourselves. I've got a burnt thumb. What have you burnt? Finger.
Finger and thumb.
So it might be a trip to A&E soon. Just joking, it's not that bad. But that was a naughty habit. Shouldn't do that.
I was just looking to see if I could see a spider of some sort, but I can't see anything. It's quite a big web, thick web. Just a weir around here.
I just spotted a 10 centre.
Well, you might have spotted it, but you've got to get in through there, through that bush.
I'll do it on the way back.
Okay.
I can actually see 1, 2,
It's a cup.
2 in a bottle. That's 30 cents. The lady from Minnamurra, the bin lady, hasn't spotted those ones yet.
She's probably actually collecting up her money from her other ones that she's got today. This is really beautiful here, isn't it? Look
Yeah.
at those trees.
Look at all the vines.
They're like the mangroves. My knee from those stretches this morning is a bit better. They were half an hour of stretches and I thought, for goodness sakes, they're not going to do anything. Well, never assume. Oh, it's lovely. Kelly makes me laugh to think that she wants to get in here snorkeling. I don't know if it's the right tide anyway, but it's very dark.
Shall we go around the other side in the sun?
Well, yeah, you'd want to, wouldn't you? This is actually quite cold. Very unusual that I would have my hood up like I have. It just shows when I'm doing something like this, that it's cold. Here's a bottle.
Hell yes, that's mine. Thank you. I don't expect you to carry it. We'll get it on the way back. We were just thinking to ourselves, this is absolutely beautiful, but we can't, in a polite way, can't quite see why so many people were raving about coming here. Maybe just once again we've missed it with the tide. Next time I'm going to bring a glove.
Probably a good idea when you're getting into the bush there a little bit. Beautiful, aren't they?
Got myself a 10 centre stick. Now hopefully that's acceptable. It's just slightly crushed.
There's a bottle at the back.
Yes, I know.
Spotted it. Oh, you spotted it too.
I already saw it.
Just be careful. Remember, we're in a place we're not familiar with. Could be anything around here.
Tell you what, this is a good stick.
Yeah. That was a good bag you got there too.
Yes,
that was
thank
my wetwear bag, special bag.
Oh, there we go. Jesus. Now I want everyone to know that my goal is, oh stop it.
Crushed?
I don't know. We could try it, doesn't look too bad. My goal is to get our chocolate free, our chocolate paid for.
Is there another one there?
Oh yeah.
You can see it, that's good.
Oh, that one's a bit crushed. But I should still really take it, shouldn't I? To clean
Just
up the
take it
beach.
anyway, just to clean it up, because that's actually the reason why we're doing it.
Well, the real reason is I want to try and get us free chocolate. So that's 80 cans or bottles. I have to say, Louis is quite good at this game.
Thanks.
Maybe it's when I mentioned chocolate, she decided to get stuck in. Here we go.
Gotcha.
That one might be a bit crushed, but we'll see when we get there.
It's good picking them up anyway.
Here you go. Right, I'm going to have to commit now, because here's the area. Watch nothing crawls in my bag.
Oh, there's one there. Oh, that
yeah,
is
yeah,
them.
this is the area that I'm really going to commit to this.
Oh.
actually. I'm going to go around. Lord help me if I find a snake. Oh, this is like Operation, that game Operation. That was nice, that man said thank you.
Where are you going to rinse them out?
I'm going to tie a knot in it. At our campsite there was a tap thing.
Yes.
First of all, I've broken my amazing stick, so that's annoying. But second of all, that wasn't a bad effort. There's a few in there.
And one of them's full of...
Yeah, this one's actually still full. Got a whole can of Pepsi. I can see why the bin lady was going through the bins. It was a lot easier to go through the bins than it is to get in the garden.
Well, you just don't know what's there. Like that one I just got out, I actually put my hand down in between branches.
Did you? Now, I may or may not have already checked these bins.
Well, of course you've checked them.
I can see because they've got holes in them that they've been emptied, but I still checked them. That one there has 3 in it. However,
you can't get your arm down.
I'm gonna draw the line at going face first into the bin.
Yeah.
As much as we like chocolate, I'm gonna wait till the bins fill up.
Yeah.
If I can get in like an arm length, I'm okay with that, but not like a full dive.
No, I don't think that's a good look.
And they're not very, they don't smell very pleasant. So I'm going to tie a knot in them and clean them out when we get to camp.
One of them smells like a dog's blooming rear end. It's disgusting.
Here's the keys.
Yuck.
I'm just going to take a quick run down. I can see something over there.
Be careful not to slide down there. It's very, very steep.
We don't have anything that's got like grippers that I can get in that bin, do we?
Not long, I don't.
No, we need one of those rubbish picker-upper things.
Not really. By the time you spend $15 on something like that, it's 2 cakes of chocolate that you didn't have to buy.
She doesn't know I'm watching. Look, she's committed. She's committed to it. Good job. I'm extremely proud of the commitment to the chocolate cause that you just gave then, Louie. Got all 3 out of the bin. See, did everyone know that we're now a dumpster diving channel to make our travels go further?
Yeah, chocolate.
Yeah, chocolate consumption.
Yeah, I was just thinking.
It's an addiction.
Imagine if you had a vendor or a purchaser or something seeing you going through the rubbish bins like that in New Zealand, in Christchurch.
We used to actually have that thing where you take your cans back to the bins, because Mum and I used to do it when I was little.
They stopped it a long time ago.
Alright, I'm going to get a black rubbish bag.
Yeah, no smells in here, thank you.
The bin lady's going to hate me tomorrow.
She can, just for the one time, because this is her turf. But let's not make this a habit. It's not really our thing. Bit of fun, get a cake of chocolate, that's it. Because I'm not enjoying the smell. I'm not used to that type of smell. End of it. Blech.
Oh, look at a whole box. Oh, I'm going in for this one.
Oh no.
Yep. Ooh. Spit got a cake of chocolate there.
Well, once we've done the chocolate.
I must say, these are, even though getting them out the bin, these are much cleaner than the ones that are
Just found in the forest type of thing.
yeah.
It sticks quite good. Yeah, those ones in the grass, which had clearly been in the ground for a long time, did not smell good.
No.
One of them didn't.
I've washed them all out now.
Well, you have. I sort of zoomed in a little bit. You had a magpie right there while you were in the grass washing things. Kelly has just informed me at this time of the evening, it's not too late, but just at night time, that there's a lot of ants. And I said, they're those blooming biting bull ants. I can see them. Look. Look at them.
Where?
I'm just showing everybody else this ant.
Where is it?
Over there by this branch. Absolutely exhausted. Oh my gosh, it must be all that fresh air. must be the bins and everything of getting those cans, and Kelly's been going crazy on those with where she's been getting them from. She's been washing them as well. She's been in the dark. She's had a torch on her head doing it. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, for a cake of chocolate, or have we got half a cake, quarter of a cake? I don't know.
You'd be surprised how many cans I've got now.
Yes.
The man next door, we pulled up next to a man and he was drinking, so I'm round there saying, oh, when you're finished, can I have your cans?
And then he did bring them
He
over, and then Kelly said, you can keep going if you want to. And I thought, gosh, how many cans has he had? Very quickly, this is dinner. This is new to us. We've never ever had barramundi, but just look at that very closely on there. Doesn't it look beautiful? 5 minutes to make it crispy on one side, between 4 and 5, and on the other side 3 minutes. But that's in the cast iron pan, and of course there's down here you can see there's gherkins, tomato, and 2-year-old cheese, and underneath is a bit of ricotta, spring onions, and cos lettuce. And that's a wrap up from us tonight. If I'm not making sense, I'm really sorry, but I'm absolutely exhausted. 8 o'clock at night. We don't eat after 6:30.
I'm wondering how it tastes.
I'm wondering how it's going to taste too, actually. Do you know what? I'm looking forward to that swim tomorrow morning. Love you all. Look after each other. And thank you very much for everything. We totally love your support. Mwah.
Good night.
Good night.
Catch you in the next one.
Am I still on camera? I'm trying to talk to you, not tell everybody all our secrets about the food and everything.
I was just trying to get the real reaction.
Mm-hmm.